What is happening, everybody? Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Yeah, a Monday edition of Top 5, my weekly Top 5, 10 minutes with Tim. Sorry I missed you guys on Friday. I was tied up. If you saw the video I posted on the channel, man, I was at the super cool sales competition at the Honda store here in Wilmington, North Carolina. It was lots of fun. If you want some more details on that, just hit me up on the side. So this week's Top 5. Here we go. You off to a slow start, like most folks around here in the second quarter? Yeah? Like my buddy here, the Sloth? Is that how you're feeling? Some people, I'm getting the feeling that there's a lot of dealers that feel like there's some stores that are going pretty slow. What could we be doing? What is this? So quick look at the market data here will show you. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. If you take a look, this is from Black Book. This is all dealers. The used retail days to turn. So how fast are dealers turning their inventory? It's the whole country, everybody. Okay, not just franchises, independents, big dealers, small dealers. It's over 50 days plus. It's approaching 55, 56 days. That is slow. I drew that red line there to show you that goes all the way back to May of 2020. So we are seeing some significant slowdowns across the industry, according to the Black Book data. There's a couple of other pieces of, a couple of nuggets here that'll maybe get you thinking. The week over week wholesale price change, I talk about this a lot. You see this all over the web. You'll notice that prices have been on the increase, and they still are, but they are turning. That little curve there, the dark line, okay, this dark line here, prices are not increasing as much as they once were, and so they're starting to come back a little. If you have wholesale pieces that you think you were trying to get the money for, it's probably time to pull the trigger, unless you have a retail outlet or something else for it. You'll notice that this gray line here, that's the 3-year trend from 17 to 19. So we're a little early, but we're not out of whack completely. And then there's the wholesale weekly price index. So prices, if you look at them from a more linear perspective compared to previous years, the gray line here, this is 2023. 2020, we are up over 2022 significantly. We are even up over what I call the last normal year, 2020. Okay. So, number 4, what do we do? How do we fix this? How do we make ourselves feel better? Little Rodney Dangerfield. Right? Activities that cure, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, you must keep busy. Acquire, recon, market, sell, repeat. We all know what the most valuable pieces of inventory are. It's your trades. And you've got to be turning your inventory. I'm telling you right now, you want to stay on top of this market. I don't know if you want to be carrying inventory passing. That's in normal time. I guess the last couple of years you could have held on cars and they were going up. We are not in that position right now. I will be doing anything and everything to be getting off cars, as many cars as you can, 0 to 29, driving those sweet spot sales. But think of 2 months, get out. Okay, time to go. Let's keep going. What do you got to do? Price to sell, stop with the games. Right? There's this term here I'm going to talk about in a second about the profit coma. So I'm not a big Dale fan, but someone threw this across my desk. I think this is a real issue. And if you are someone who is, feeling like, I know I can get that for this car. I need to get this much money for it. We're embarking on some different times, folks. And we're going to be coming back to, gross cars that you should be making big money on. And we'll probably be looking at more of those commodity cars, just trade bait. Yeah, you heard me, trade bait. cars that you sell to get a trade in on. That is where we want to be. Okay. That leads me to number 3. Interesting tidbit of news. U.S. auto closes. What's up with that? Well, I think it's expensive to run a dealership these days. And according to the article here in Automotive News, okay, they've temporarily closed the dealerships and are working on a solution to reopen them as soon as possible. I'm not that familiar with the details. I'm going to just go with what I learned here. I don't want to speculate, okay? But this group works with typically, low-end subprime credit customers, okay? And the financing for cars has become a little harder. You heard it. You see it right here. It's in black and white. Look here at the top, though. But we're open for service, and you can still pay for your car. So don't worry about that. We just aren't selling anymore. I'm sure there'll be more news to come about that this week. I would have said that on Friday if I was around, but today's Monday. All right, number 2 in the top 5 this week. So we talked about trades and the best way to get inventory. Listen, guys and gals, you've got to stop with the appraisal erosion. We've got to be consistent. What do I mean? Nothing makes me more mad than when I see this. Now, I will be the first to tell you that, yes, you should acquire a car, a trade-in, for less than the market. You deserve that. Right? You deserve, and you should maybe even acquire it for less than you think. But when we're doing this, everybody, this is a problem. So the credible third party here, whatever you want to call it, KBB, JD Power, Edmunds, whoever, is at a certain number. The UCM, you know that the UCM is in his head like, I would get it for that, but I'm going to take a little bit off. So he takes a little bit off, or she. Throws that number to the new car manager. That manager shaves a little off because he's not sure where the UCM is and doesn't want to have to go back and forth for a bump or worry about it. So he starts a little lower. And then your really good salespeople, or maybe not the one or two that have figured out that they could go to their customers with less, are thrown out there even less. So you started at a vehicle that's probably worth here, and we're ending up down here. All because everybody is pinching. Guys, this is slowing down retail. It's eroding trust and credibility with your customers. And you're likely even losing deals. So my suggestion is get a process that is consistent and everybody's bought into, delivers the offer in a clear and concise, transparent way, get the customer involved. Man, if you've got questions on how to run that, I've got a couple of different ideas here. Hit me up on that, okay? Finally, number 1. Now, I missed this a couple of weeks ago, but I was sad to hear about former Hendrick CEO, executive Ed Brown, recently passed away. What a great dude. Really good guy. Died, according to Automotive News, he passed at the age of 74 on April 3rd. Of non-Hodgkin lymphoma. According to the obituary posted in the Charlotte Observer, he joined Hendrick in 2010. I think he became CEO somewhere around 2011. That was after a quick stint as CFO. And in the obituary, Mr. Brown, the family had wrote that he named Rick Hendrick as one of the 6 mentors in his life who stood out. And I had the luxury of having dinner one night with Mr. Brown in Chicago as we were working on a project with Hendrick. And I asked him, I turned to him and said, hey, what are you going to do this weekend, Mr. Brown? And he said, and this is where, me, man, I'm going to go out the boat. I'm going to see my kids, hang out in Sac. This man had told me, he said, my wife and I will be packing meals at the food bank all weekend long. It's a big push for our the local food bank. So what a tremendous man, a big loss to obviously the business community, the automotive industry. What a great man. So there's my top 5, everybody, for the week. I hope you have a tremendous week ahead. I'll be back on Friday. We'll do my top 5 then. Everybody else, peace out. Sell them all. You can always buy more.